Hi guys, today is Tools Friday. As promised, we said we are going to publish our first tool starting the first week of March, and today is the first week of March, being Friday. We have to commence the series. Hopefully, after you watch this video, you get an insight about various tools that are in cybersecurity. This series will be happening every Friday, and we'll be posting these tools every Friday. And Saturday is going to be the book series. We'll be publishing books we've read, books that are related to IT or cybersecurity that you would be needing if you're a good reader or you're very passionate about cybersecurity and you want to have your own private study. These books are based on books that we've read, books that certain members of our team have read. So we are not just reviewing out of the blind spot. We are reviewing based on the content of the book. Book series also will be showing you certain snippets of the page we found interesting. Not publishing the page itself because we have to avoid plagiarism and piracy, but we will be giving you hints like on our slides presentation of certain places or certain key frames you should be looking at when you read such books. So without further ado, let's get straight to the point for the day. So the two tools for this week is Exiftool and Spiderfoot. Exiftool, this tool is used to get detailed information about the file content of a directory when these files were created. The second tool on the list is Spiderfoot. Spiderfoot tool is a recon tool. It has more advanced features and should be considered as an open source technology or open source intelligence tool with powerful characteristics suitable for pen testers, bug bounty hunters, forensic investigators alike. So we'll be demonstrating these tools by firing up our Kali box. So it's Friday evening here. Launch our terminal. The first thing you want to do is install the Exiftool. To install Exiftool, since it's a tool found in the Kali box machine, you use the sudo apt get install Exiftool. However, we already have this tool installed, so you would have this message prompt telling you to either remove them. 0 was upgraded, 0 was newly installed. So yeah, but if you don't have it installed on your machine, box or whatever device that runs Linux distro that you use for your pen testing or bug bounty event, then this is how you get it installed. So let's say we navigate to our desktop where we have a folder and we decide to list the contents. Now we have this folder, right? And we want to use Exiftool to get the files that is the content of this directory. One important thing about Exiftool is that even if a directory contains a lot of files that have various extensions, Exiftool is just going to read the first files or the list of files that it's familiar with the extensions. The rest it might not read it. So in some cases you might need to navigate into the directory itself and use Exiftool to check information each files individually. So in this case, let's just view this directory and its content. We'll say Exiftool in parentheses, new folder. Sorry about it. Exiftool. Good. So now we've used the Exiftool. You can see in this directory, it says the directory new folder. We have a wallpaper.png. It tells us the version of Exiftool that it's currently running on our box. The directory where the file is located, file size, date it was modified, assessed, date the file was changed, it means it's the inode. File permission, it also shows the file permission. I mean, is it user, group, others, what types of rights they have. And you can see the file type. It tells us the file is a PNG file, which is an extension for image files. And you can see the extension means the file.png, which is this extension here. Some other very important information. You can also see that it gave us the dimension of the image, which is the length and the width of the image. And in megapixel, it's about 2.1 megapixel. So one important thing about Exiftool is that it's going to go through the directory and list all the files that are also there. You can see we have another PNG file, which is a screenshot. We have the TXT file in it, and we have a CSV file also in it. You can see here it tells us the directory where the file is. However, this directory contains all the file, which we'll be seeing in a minute. As you can see, it gives us a summary of what it did. So it just scanned only one directory and only 6 image files were read. So means there are all the files in that directory. So if we navigate this and we ls, you can see we have a lot of files here in this directory. So let's say for instance we want to check this file, this idle CLI file. So we can just say exif2 idle-cli, and as you can see, it tells us the file name. It's in a directory. It gave us a dot, and the file size is about 96 MB. The date it was modified, date it was last accessed, the file permissions, file type, it's an ELF shared library file. It's a library file, so this an executable. The extension of the file is SO, and its CPU architecture is 64-bit. So basically the CPU architecture is what type of system that can execute this file. The version of this file is only executable on 64 bits of a computer. The byte order, the object file is a shared object file. Then the CPU type, it's AMD AX86 to 64. So basically you can see right now that Exif2 gave us information that we need about this file. So assuming, let's say I sent you a file that has double extension. Let's say we change this okay, let's find the link. Let's say we change this Nessus file, which is should be a txt file if I'm not wrong. Exif2 Nessus. It's a txt file. We created this file. Now let's say we make this file, which is a txt file, also a .exe file. Just as an example, where's the Nessus? Okay, we try and rename this and we say .exe. Now we've turned the text file into .exe file, right? And we go back here and we say exif2 Nessus. Then it's not found, then we say .exe. Now you can see that despite we changed the file name to .exe, it tells us what the actual file is. The file extension is a txt file. So Exif2 have read this file and say it is a .txt file. So in as much that we changed the extension to .exe, and as you can see here, it shows that it shows .exe. If we try to click it, it's going to tell you it's corrupted. But Exif2 still read the file and it's telling us the actual file extension, the actual file characteristics. So Exif2 is a very powerful tool. If you're a bug bounty hunter, a forensic investigator, you should be able to use this tool, because as you try to get information, let's say someone sent you a list of files and you're not sure if those files have malware in them, Exif2 is going to reveal everything about that file. And from that file information that is revealed, you can now know if the file is safe to be executed, if the file is safe to be accessed or not. So be you a pen tester, be you a forensic investigator, you need tools like this. You try and install it. This tool is very essential, and it's an everyday tool you'll be using as a bug bounty, forensic, or cybersecurity engineer. So the next list is Spiderfoot. To install Spiderfoot, you also use the same command sudo apt-get install Spiderfoot. However, we have this installed, so we'll be having this same message again: 0 upgraded, newly installed, auto remove. So clear this. To use the Spiderfoot tool, you follow a series of commands. You say Spiderfoot L, which means for listening. You have to specify what IP address you want to listen on and the port number. So we say we're listening on the local host, and we specify colon, and we're listening on port 1234. This is all you need, and you click enter. So in a few seconds, we should be having this information. Now Spiderfoot is going to tell you, browse this IP address or this link with this port on your browser to be able to see the interface of the Spiderfoot. So in this case, we'll just copy this link and we'll launch our browser. We already have it here. So we can just do this and we just say paste and go. And as you can see, we have a lot of scanning going on here on Spiderfoot. So to use Spiderfoot to conduct your recon or your forensic investigator, this tool has a very powerful feature. All you just need to do is just click on new scan. You give a name. So in this case, we'll just say McDonald's. So I think what's the official website? I think the official website should be mcdonalds.com, right? So we just said go to McDonald's Next thing we want to do is to specify what do we want to get about this organization. Do we want to gather everything about its target? Do we just want to footprint its technology, or are we investigating something? So this is basically if you're trying to investigate an email address of a person or get information about the person. And the passive section is if you want to do some recon activities and you don't want the person to know that you're actually doing this. So this is more of like silent mode or ghost mode functionality. So in this case, let's just say we just want the footprint. And the settings, let's see, enable debugging, true. If you want to provide DNS information, so we are not using any DNS information here right now. Here you can configure your server type, your IP address. If you want it to be hidden, you can specify your own IP address. But this information, we don't really need any of this right now because we are not scanning via proxy. Then you go to scans. Sorry, you go back to your new scan. You select required data. So what are the informations we want? We can select whatever we want about this target here. So we'll be removing all those things. So we don't really need to give information about this target because we want to keep them safe. We just want to show you how you can use this tool. Be you a bug bounty hunter or pen tester, how you use this tool. I'll be shutting down most of those things because it's not advisable to use this for educational purposes and to keep the target safe. This tool is a very powerful tool. If you're a bug bounty hunter, if you're into recon, you should use this tool and it's gonna help you. Quite a lot of things to remove here. These are very, very sensitive information that will be crawled, and I don't want to expose this target since this video is not a pen testing lab event. It's just to show you how to use Spiderfoot. But however, if you're into recon, all those things you have to leave them checked. Uncheck the ones you don't need, like blacklisted. And if you're a forensic investigator, definitely you will need all these things we uncheck because you want to know how your target is having their internet presence to gather more information about them and be able to track them. This tool is very powerful, and the funny thing is that it's even free. It's an open source tool. You just install it. It comes I think it comes pre-installed with certain versions, but I'm not sure that. But if it's not, you just get it installed by using the command we executed previously, and voila, you're done. We're removing all those things here because we don't really need them. Just be done in a minute. If you're into recon, you just definitely know what you want to set about this target, and this tool combined with Shodan, it's all you need. For me, I would advise you to learn how to use this to your own advantage. You don't really need to be using Google all the time or going for docking commands. You don't need to be using this Google or docking commands. Docking commands usually are just things you should be using when you feel you're not getting the right information. However, if you really want to just, okay, we can leave this one. We can just leave this one. So we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So I think about 6, if I'm not wrong. About 6. Okay. What's our target name again? Say MC double note. Okay. Control C. And we'll say target is w.com. And now we've done all this. All we just need to do is just run the scan now. We wait. In about few minutes or seconds, we should be getting data. 2 errors. Okay, so you can see we have a total of, it keeps increasing, it keeps running. Unique, we have 638. The unique is about 597. And if we click on browse, you can see these are the things we selected. I think we've selected more than 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see, let's click on internet name. You can see this, the domain name, and this is the sources. We can go back to browse again, and we can see, okay, what's the linked URL, which is external URL that it's pointing to this. And you can see their Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube. You can see these assets. If you're into looking for assets on JavaScript, so let's just copy this, and you can see carriers. You can see another cookie space JavaScript. So Spiderfoot is a very powerful tool. So this is a JavaScript. See, now we've hunted JavaScript. Here we can actually look into this and find some juicy information. So I would advise you not to sleep on this tool called, you can see it's getting us US based on your location, based in Go, as you can see. So Spiderfoot is a very powerful tool. You should learn how to use this tool if you are into bug bounty hunting, if you are into penetration testing. You should learn how to use this tool. For me, Spiderfoot offers a lot of functionalities that I wouldn't advise you to start looking for a lot of tools out there. You can see this is another domain. We can try to, poke this domain if we're trying to pen test or do a bug bounty event on this. We can decide to, let's just stop this. So we can try to, if I was actually trying to pen test, I'll just click on this to see what this has to do, to see if there's any entry point. Okay, I'll go back. I can just go here. So this doesn't work, as you can see. So basically there's nothing functional about this. So I can click this one. So if I was actually pen testing this organization right now, I'll just be poking on these various links. I can click on who we are to see if there's a form. Okay, there's no form. I can go down and I can say, okay, mid-year asset library, you can see. So this has menu items, a list. And if we click on filter, okay, so there are some reasons why this is not working. I don't know why. This website, I don't know who designed this website. But I can, even here, I can decide to click on search. I can try SQL injection here. I can also try any vulnerability that can be tested on forms or search box. I can try SQL here. I can also try cross-site scripting here. You can see, say, please fill out this. So this is one of the beauty about Spiderfoot. Spiderfoot is very powerful. You can see there's a lot of assets here. We can see a lot of assets, and these assets are valid. Like right now, we take this one. You see again, these are valid assets, like real assets, not some fugazi or some. You can see these are valid assets. See, these are, you can see now I think we saw a form right now, if I'm not wrong. I think I saw a form right now. Okay, sign up or email. Yeah, so you can see this is a form, right? We can try SQL here. We can try Access here. This is basically how you can use Spiderfoot to do recon. And if I actually want to perform a bug, which I'll probably do later, if I want to perform a bug bounty on this target right now, I'll try injecting some codes to see which works, and if whatever works and I can chain those attacks into having a high impact on the organization, I can then report this as a bug and wait for the bounty to be paid. So basically, Spiderfoot is a very powerful tool, and it's not just for pen testers. And to view your scans, to view your scans, you click on scans, and you can see we still have scans running here. And the beauty is something else you have to see is that if you open your terminal, you can see everything that is being done. It's still telling you what it's doing. See, Spiderfoot is very powerful. I can tell you for sure about that. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. It's not just domain names or IP addresses. You can also provide IPv6 address subdomains to look for Bitcoin addresses. This is basically for forensic investigators, and email addresses, phone numbers, and as you can see, it gives you a format where you can put it. So for example, plus this 164 format. For this, if you provide a human name, you have to put it in quotes. It's just simple to use. The UI is so awesome. The instruction or how to is very, very straightforward. For username as well, you just put it in quotes. So let's say we want to, should we find about right now? Okay, let's just say we want to find Elon. And you can just say, scan everything about Elon. Let's see, give it a few seconds. So Spiderfoot is a very powerful tool. You should try to use it. It's 6 p.m. here. It's been a long day. So tomorrow we'll be publishing our book series. We'll be starting with the first book, just one book for tomorrow. Saturday is for book series. So please do click the link to purchase the book if you decide to buy the book after you've gone through our reviews, so we can get some commissions, and also keep the channel running. So total of 3 still running. You can see the start is still running. So let's browse and see what we have about this guy. So it's a username, Elon, still browse. Yeah, there's something else I need to show you. about Spiderfoot. It does this in a graphical manner. If you click on, let's say, McDonald's, right, and we click on the graph, you're going to see the nodes. You can see how the graph looks like, right? So let's say we click on this right now. It's going to tell us the domain. Say so you can see this guy. This looks like a domain based in Germany. So you can see quite a lot of information. Spiderfoot is awesome. This is based in Taiwan. You can see .tw. It's Taiwan. Sure. So if you don't know about domain name registration and registers, you should know this. So when you see .cn, you should know it's basically from China. If you see .tw, it's from Taiwan. And you can see this is Kuwait, the portal. See, this is a portal. You see, I'll be blurring this out. I'll be blurring this part of the video out because so I can actually access this portal to see what I can do. Spiderfoot is awesome, I tell you. You can see this also API entry point. If you're into API testing, you can also test for this. All those things, sorry, I apologize. I'll be blurring this out. I'll be blurring this thing out just to keep the target safe. But this is for educational purpose. So you can see Elon is done, and it's only just let's see the raw data there. Okay, good. You can see this is an ID, username, and see this like a JSON format. Possible full name Shelby Queen. So sorry, possible full name Shelby Queen. I don't really know. So basically, this is how you can use it. You can see we did some Bitcoin details previously. Yeah, a Bitcoin address. It gave us the address. Go back and we can set the Bitcoin balance. It gave us the Bitcoin balance. And if you go through this Bitcoin address, of course, this is on the internet. Blockchain technology is not hidden. You will confirm this value is actually the actual amount in this Bitcoin address. So basically, forensic investigator alike should be able to use these tools, not just pen testers or bug bounty hunters. So this is the tool for the week. We're done with this series for today. Remember to check out our video tomorrow, being Saturday, on the books you have to read if you're passionate about cybersecurity. This will be posted in the book and article review section. Please use our link to purchase these books if you intend to buy online. And if you intend to buy on physical store, it's okay. Just also click the other link for donations if you feel the need to donate to us to support us. We beg of you to assist us to keep the channel and the business growing. This is our way of running this business, and hopefully your support will give us more motivation to do more of those reviews concurrently without stopping. If you find this video interesting, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, turn on your notification bell. It's very important for the algorithm, and see you in our next video.